Hey, everybody. I got a little nervous because I was sitting here having a good time, listening to the music, and it was great. It was awesome. And then the music stopped. And I realized why the music stopped. The music stopped because the developers knew that we'd be so excited to jump on into this game that they didn't need to put the music on a loop. They knew everybody would be so hyped to play Anthem. And so they didn't put the music on a loop. That is my headcanon. That is why this occurred. And I'm sticking to it. That's why. Okay? Oh, see? There we go. There we go, everybody. Music for the epic intro. I want to make sure it's known. I love this game. Anthem was one of my favorite games. And for some reason, for the longest time, I thought the game was unplayable. I thought that they took the servers offline and that I couldn't play the game even if I wanted to, which I did. But then this morning, I happened to see a video. And the guy was like, yeah, so I jumped into Anthem in early 2024. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I could go play this game right now? Yeah, I'm gonna go play the game. Game's good. I don't care what you've heard from anybody else. And anyone who watched me stream this live from Mixer back in the day knows I love this game. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it again. And if anyone, for whatever reason, says, you know what, trying Anthem, maybe you've never played Anthem, maybe you have, right? I'm playing on PC. Right now, Anthem is free on Game Pass. So if you're on Xbox, you can go play for free right now. If you want to play on PC with me, maybe get in some multiplayer, you could do that too. Less than $5. I think this game is selling for like $5. So, I'm going to start a new game. We're going to play through the game. And I'm going to try to see if my love for this game is pure nostalgia or if it's actually good. Now, I remember I've always liked this game. From the moment it hit beta, and I mean the early alpha closed testing. I was in the first public test. It wasn't even public. It was a closed test. I was in the first closed test for Anthem. So I got to see what the game looked like well before it came out. My first time jumping into this game, I knew this game's different. And as I'm having fun, enjoying the game, next thing I know, everybody hates it, and I cannot figure out why. They would say certain things, and then I would prove them wrong. And this went on for about a good month and a half, 2 months. I played the game for 200 hours. 200 hours. So a lot of people say, well, the game didn't have any content. I would agree that the game needed more in-game content, but so does any live service game when it first comes out. That's usually the comment. Man, I wish there was more live, more in-game content. Literally every new game that comes out, that's the problem. I think Last Epoch might be the only game in recent memory that's a live service that'll come out with a pretty fleshed out in-game. So this is par for the course. But that doesn't stop the development companies from fixing it, getting things on track. And I honestly think that what ended up happening was the negative press cycle about this game completely and totally demotivated the developers. They were no longer interested in carrying the game as a result, and they tried to get it into Anthem 2.0 or Anthem Next. Yeah, Funda, this game still exists. I'm getting ready to go play it. And that failed. It failed in 2021. So this game is now officially dead, but you can play it. And that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go play this game. So, let's see here. Do I have my... Ooh. Oh, boy. Do I have my old save file? I'm kind of curious if I do. I have no idea if I do. I'm not sure. It might be loading me into my save file. I probably should have clicked new pilot. So I was going to create a new character. But we'll see if I can play the game. I don't know. Whoa, I haven't seen Anthem in a minute. Dude, same. I'm looking forward to jumping into playing. Now, long load times has long been a plague for this game. That was one of like the things that people would complain about. Now, I haven't loaded into this game at all on this machine. And, okay, it is loading. I see the progress bar going. It is a long load time. We'll see. Did it actually load me into my old save, though? That's what I'm wondering. Is it loading up all my old assets? And is that what's taking it so long? I did click resume. See? Oh, I hear music. Oh, wow. Yeah, so it loaded me into my old save, I think. It did. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I had my melee slot a long time ago. All right, so I'm on my... Oh, boy. I'm on my original account, and so, yeah, this is all my in-game stuff. I haven't played this game in forever, and it seems like the video settings are a bit weird. So let's see here. Settings, video... Let's see here. Graphic settings. Motion blur needs to come off immediately. Depth of field. Change whether a distant object should remain in focus. I think we usually leave that on. Toggle visual effect that adds colored fringes around objects. Turn that off. Camera shake. I don't mind a little camera shake. We'll turn it down to 50%. And then, okay, cool. Yeah, it's okay. And then advanced graphic settings. So they put it on medium across the board. Now, let me see here. Display settings. I have NVIDIA DLSS on, and yeah, this is really funky. In all honesty, so we have HDR on, and I'm wondering if it's just not handling HDR properly. But HDR isn't like super new, so I'll keep HDR going. Yeah, we'll keep that. So let's see here, and graphic settings. They put it medium across the board. I'm used to playing on Ultra, but I'm afraid... Let's do it. I should be able to play the game on Ultra. This game came out forever ago. And, yeah, so I have a feeling why the performance is so bad. So something that I remember... Yeah, this performance is awful. Wow, guys. Something that I remember was that as time went on, the performance in this zone just dropped like a rock. Okay, I'm going to go back into settings. We're going to go back to medium because I have a feeling that I have officially killed everything that my computer is doing at the moment, including my camera. Yeah, I'm not glad at all. All right, so it performed way better back in the day when I played the video game, so I don't know what's going on at the moment. Let's do graphic settings. Okay, it's still medium across the board. Let me do something real quick because I got to fix... Okay, good. My camera's good. All right, cool. Let me see here. We're going to exit to the main menu. And let's see if we can create a new character. I'm not interested in my old save file. Yeah. It's taking the stream too. Yeah, I noticed that. Most people is still on too, I think. Yeah, it definitely looked a little blurry, didn't it? So, I'm not sure what's going on. And this, I don't remember having these issues when I played the game back in the day. I played on a different machine. One that was not as powerful as this one. So, that's odd. What a weird thing to kind of come into Anthem with. The game doesn't even run. But, you know, I have a feeling that everybody would say, see, we told you this game was trash. Oh, boy. All right, cancel. Get back into the game. Here we go. All right, so we're going back to the main menu here. And I feel like there was performance things. Let me see if I can find something here. Because we are clearly having significant performance issues. Anthem, game, performance, fix. Let's see what we can find here. So I saw people playing this game just fine. No one complained about issues like this, so I'm a little concerned about that. I probably should have gone through with that Control-Alt-Delete. It was actually acting funky the whole time ever since I loaded it. So let me kill the client and see if we can reload it, see if we can get into the game. You went through the tutorial on Ultra. Okay, I have a crap monitor, so I don't have DLSS on. So yeah, it might be what screwed me over. So let me go ahead and kill the client, and we'll start over from scratch. And let's see if we can get the game coming up in a way that actually works. Because I feel like something funky happened in general. So the game's totally closed out. And I have things back, but my camera, everything. It might just be my computer, honestly. I might need to restart my computer. Everything's busted, guys. Give that a second to fix itself. Yeah, I figured the game's been loading fine for everybody, so I'm not sure if it's just purely me. There's a chance it's purely me. Okay, I'm back. My camera's back. All right, because my colors seem washed out. So I'm going to turn HDR off on the game. I'm going to turn off DLSS. And I'm going to try to see if creating a new pilot will fix it. Because my understanding is something, like, things get weird with the game, right? The longer you play it, supposedly. And I played it for over 200 hours. Like, it's got to load all your assets in or something funky like that. You know, like the Diablo storage bug? I'm kind of wondering if that's what's happening. It might be. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, so the colors are washed out. Okay, they're coming back in. Is it a widescreen format? It is, because back then you didn't have widescreen. I did not. So I might need to... Maybe the widescreen's bugged. Well, see, this looks great. And then look at this. Wow. Wow. Look, isn't that interesting? All right. So let's try a couple things, guys. So what I might do is... Let's go to a window 1920 by 1080. Oh, it won't even... It's trying to go full screen. How do I go aspect ratio? Oh. Let's try running out of windowed and see if that fixes it. And then, yeah, we'll change it. And then, that is interesting. See, it's not keeping my changes. See that? Apply changes. Ah, there we go. All right, cool. Yeah, keep that. All right, cool. I'll turn off HDR. Okay, cool. Now, I understand that it totally threw off the aspect ratio of the stream, guys. I might need to start the stream over. See if we do that. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then if I full screen it, will that make... Okay. All right. Okay, cool. We'll turn those off. Yes. And immediately, things seem to be getting a little better. All right, off. Off. Camera shake down to 50%. Apply those changes. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to leave that as is. So yeah, it does this weird thing whenever I take it here. All right, so my next thing I'm going to try to see if I can get this thing to play a little better. Let's change the actual display. There we go. All right, cool. So now we're actually rocking 1920 by 1080p, which would have been more acceptable for the time. And what I'll do for now is I will actually do this. And it's going to be a weird aspect ratio for everybody, but we'll play around with this for now before I change any of my settings. I don't think DLSS would have hurt me. Okay. And we're here. Oh, I said resume again, darn it. I meant to create a new pilot. And I said resume. Darn, guys. Darn. Yep. Hey, we're learning. We're discovering, guys. I did not have any of these issues when I played before. You guys remember, I streamed this game non-stop. Played the game for over 200 hours without any issues like this. So it says encoding overloaded. Interesting. So my stream is telling me that. OBS was saying, hey, your encoding is overloaded. Interesting. So I'm running a 3080 Ti graphics card, which still fairly new. So nice to not have a potato anymore. Oh, I'm sure. So is the game's performing fine for you, Deep Squid? Oh, this is definitely much better. All right, cool. I think we're back in a way that is making sense for us. All right, cool. Oh, yeah. 10 times better.
You missed Halleck and Yarrow's duet.
All right, so yeah, the widescreen seemed to really throw this thing off. All right, so now what I'm going to do is this. Just to make sure it's not my machine. Oh, my goodness, man. Wow, guys. Just to make sure it's not my machine, I think what I'm going to do is this. I think I'm going to quit out of the game. Oh my goodness, there's leaderboards? You will all die. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's leaderboards. People are... Oh, inversions. That was a thing. Yeah. Friends. Apparently, I have friends who play this game. ERAM. Yeah, that's Unit Z. Unit Z plays this game. 910 power level. Look at him, man. He's out here kicking butt. Wow. So then,
anything for my favorite freelancer.
Wow. So
anything for the hero of Fort Tarsis.
That's right. Anything for me, man. Anything for me. Look at my different javelins. Let's see here. Oh, wow. That's right. I had tons of builds. Chappie. Oh, yeah. Chappie was cool, man. Frank's Red Hot was one of my favorite builds. I remember Frank's Red Hot. Green Ranger. Oh, man. I had a lot of fun. Iron Patriot and then Mentos, the Fresh Maker. I remember all of these, man. These were dope. Okay, and then we have, look at these. We got Big Mac. Yo, there we go. Big Mac. Then we had the Bud Knight. Firebat. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, that's right. There were so many different things you could do. Epic Colossus. Let it go. That's right. Yeah, this was all the ice stuff. I had an ice build. Scar Colossus. Oh, this is really low level. Level 41. So I had nothing on that. Wow. Remember Bud Night? Back in the day, there was a Bud Light commercial that featured the quote-unquote Bud Night. And so I let that be the inspiration for one of my builds. And then we had Storm, and Storm was like one of the last builds I really started getting into. But then I think I really started playing it hard. I started getting gear for my Storms like crazy. So here's Scar. And then we have the Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not sure why I called this the Shaq build, but it was the Shaq build. Then we had some vinyl test. I was playing around with vinyls. And then the Winter Soldier 742. I think this was my highest level 1. So apparently towards the end of the game, I really started focusing on Storm builds, because these are my best builds. And then the Interceptor. Actually, I remember really liking Interceptor. Mr. Miyagi. 728. The Nipple Ripper. We had the Nipple Ripper. And then there's Prince. I remember really liking Prince. I love the way this one looks too. My goodness, guys. This was man. And then the Ryan Reynolds. I'm not sure why I called this one Ryan Reynolds. I have no idea why I called this Ryan Reynolds, but I did. Man, stuff we used to do 4 years ago. And then there was Sexy Danger. Yeah, we had Sexy Danger. All right, guys. All right, cool. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I've figured out how to play this thing correctly. So what I need to do is I'm going to change some stream settings, okay? And then restart the machine, make sure everything's fine, because I've been working on my machine all day. So I want to make sure everything's fine on my end. Reload it, make sure everything's going to play right, and then we'll fix the aspect ratio too to make it a regular 1920 by 1080, and then we'll take off the widescreen, see if we could fix the colors, because it's washed out on my end but not yours. On your end, you see the right colors from what I can see. On my end, it's a little washed out. So we're going to go fix all that, and I'll be back. So yeah. I think we got it to a point now where we could play it. I'm going to start a new game, and I'll see you guys in, I think, maybe 10 minutes for me to restart everything and get everything ready to go. So I'll be back in 10 minutes. Short trip, but it's fine. Technical issues. We got to solve them. It is what it is.